What's going on, my friends? This is your host, GBEAST of a Lesson In Headbanging Podcast, where we talk about all things rock, hard rock, and heavy metal. Yes, we are in the month of March. It's hard to believe that, right? But here we are, it's March time, almost springtime. Right around the corner, we got summers going down. Summers, like how many fucking summers do we have? We got summer, we got fall, so we got a lot of kick-ass tours, right? Festivals going down across the country here in the United States. And of course, some of these bands are playing on these tours and festivals, has some new music. So we know we got Disturbed on the road. So they got a brand spanking new single that just got dropped as well. And we're also going to talk about Black Label Society as they're going to be playing at the Milwaukee Metal Fest. Lord Humongous. We'll talk about that single as well. We got Scour. Yes, Phil Semos from Pantera got a kick-ass death metal project called Scour. They're playing at the Milwaukee Metal Fest as well. We'll talk about the new album. The new Machine Head album's going to get dropped right around the corner, and they release a kick-ass new single off the new album. Man, it's a banger. We'll talk about the album. And, of course, one of my favorite albums in the past 2 weeks. I've been giving a lot of listen. I got to give it time to absorb it. And, man, I can't stop listening. And I listen through Apple Music, right? A lot of people got Spotify or other platforms, but I have Apple Music. And I listened to that album so much that Apple's slowly putting majority of that album on my playlist, just my random playlist. And I'm talking about the new Killswitch Engage album. The Consequences. I just want to make sure that's the right album title. I know there's consequence in it. I just want to make sure it's correct. You know what? Since we're talking about it, let's get into it. Now, as I mentioned, this is a podcast. Take the podcast to go. Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple. Whatever you listen to your favorite podcast, type in a Lesson in Headbanging Podcast. Give me a follow and subscribe. And if you're watching live on YouTube, or not live, but if you're watching right now on YouTube, give me a subscribe. Drop it on the comment section on any of these albums or singles as well you enjoyed. Okay. Now, of course, I cannot play the music on the podcast and YouTube due to copyright. They'll ban my ass. So that being said, I will show you guys, give you a visual aspect and on the albums, what the album cover looks like. I don't have none of these in physical copies, so which I should change that. Hopefully I should get like a vinyl or CD pressing some point in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. And I do have a Spotify account. And I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys here really quick. Again, not going to play any music whatsoever. And we're going to go ahead and head over here. We're going to break down the Spotify list of the, by the way, I was listening to I Believe, because that's one of my favorite songs from this Consequences. Now, I don't know if I can show you guys the album cover. Okay, there it is right there down here in the catalog of Killswitch. Just every single Killswitch album is just classic from a different era. Obviously, you got the Jesse Leach early days, somewhere around here. Okay, you got to click on here to get the whole thing. But, of course, you got the Hojo era, Howard Jones, the End of Heartache, A Day Like Dies. That's my high school era. You know, it's just great Jesse Leach albums right here. Atonement, Disarm, Dissent, Incarnated. Great stuff. But, man, this new one right here, this Consequences, my gosh, blows them out the park. There we go. Right there. This Consequences. Go out and get it if you're able to get the physical copy, vinyl, CD. By the way, they're currently on tour right now with Frozen Soul, one of my favorites. Death metal bands out there. Who else? Fit for a King. They're fantastic. I saw them last summer on the Hailstorm I Prevail tour. Fit for King's fantastic, man. They go hard, as Jamie Josta was saying. Still got the set list or the album list. Abandon Us. Just great intro. Dun, 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 dun. Man, great song to kick it off. Discoordinated Nation. Fantastic. Aftermath. Another banger. Forever Aligned, which was, I believe, the first single that came out. To give us a little taste of new music. Man, it is fantastic. Beautifully designed, crafted. I mentioned this song, man. I don't know what it is. It's just this song just has a lot of connection to me. I believe. My gosh, man, it's a fantastic song. Chugging, the galloping, dun, 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 dun. If you're a guitarist, you know what the hell you're talking about. Yeah, I got guitars right here. I play as well. So, man, just fantastic arrangements, solos, the melodic. By the way, we heard interviews from Adam D. Right? He talked about how Jesse kind of changed up his vocal style. And look, and this is now my personal thoughts about it. You can scream in the mic for 40 years. You can do that. But I mean, look, how long can you do it, man? Like guys like Whitechapel, guys like even the younger bands like Singla Sugabog, shout out to those guys. I mean, how long can you guys do it by, ooh, I mean, Cannibal Corpse still doing it, right? I mean, shout out the Corpse Grinder, Chris Barnes still out there doing it with 6 Feet Under. But how much you can do it without destroying your voice, right? So these guys try to have their own techniques, like guys Lorna Shore. Shout out to those guys. Will Ramos. He got different techniques on how he does his you know what I'm saying? And I can't do it for shit. But Jesse Leach continued to evolve as a singer, right? Continue to change his style. Very sure he has different techniques to on stage and on recording as well, recording these songs. So you can hear it. You can hear it on the record. I'm like, holy shit, is that Jesse singing? Like, it's hard to believe it, but yeah, it is Jesse. It's incredible, man. Where It Dies. I know a lot of people are a big fan of Conclusion. Number 7 right there. That goes hard, baby. The Fall With Us. Man, there's some death metal influence on the drums. Broken Glass and Requiem. Man, just it's a banger after banger after banger. There's no fillers. 10 tracks. You could just glide through these 10 tracks without not stopping. I could just put on the background, start painting my walls, and then fucking trash it and punch it and destroy my walls after painting it. This album's a banger. So 2 thumbs up, 5-star. If you're a pro wrestling fan like I am, check out my official website or podcast as well. Into the Square Circle podcast right here on YouTube and all the podcasting land. If Dave Meltzer, the guy who normally rates all these pro wrestling matches, 10-star matches, man, this is a 10-star album. I mean, you're going to get a collective of thrash, death metal, melodic, kick-ass solos, fantastic drums. Jesse's on par. I mean, it's a perfection. A chef kiss. Well worth the wait, by the way. Killswitch has been working on this album way too long. And I'm a huge Killswitch fan. And these guys keep it true to themselves, man. These guys, a lot of bands tends to, involve, how you call it, continue to expand different territories, change up their sounds. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of bands can keep the same sound, same formula for 40, 30, 20 plus years. Everyone changed. Whitechapel. I mean, these guys go hard and heavy. Like right now, the brand, by the way, part 2, I will include the new Whitechapel album as kick ass. But at some point, Whitechapel changed their formula. They went to more of a melodic, soft voice singer, like lo 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 lo. You know what I'm saying? These guys, Suicide Silence, another band, right? Deathcore. But then they go clean. They had a full-on clean record. They went ballsy. A lot of people shit on it. That shit's risky. Killswitch, these guys has melodic, kick-ass solos, just clean tones from Adam, and these guys are Joel on rhythm as well. Man, they're fantastic. These guys are fucking brilliant. And that's why these guys has longevity as well. They continue to evolve, change it up a little bit, but keep the basics as well. And you get your classic vintage 101 Killswitch Engage. And it's just brand spanking a good original shit. And that's what I love about it. And these guys are fantastic live, man. High energy. If you never seen Killswitch live, man, you're in for a party and a throwdown. Babe, get down, get your singing voice ready, get your arms ready, because you're going to be swinging, get your ass in the pit, and go wild. So this album, 2 thumbs up. Go check it out. This Consequences. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to come back to me. That is one of them. Now, what's next? Now, we're going to stick with the albums first because they take time to listen to, right? That's why I kind of wait a little bit longer to kind of, digest the albums, list them track by track. By the way, it's not, of course it's about the riffs, right? The hooks you in, the melodics, the singing, but it's also about the message. It's also about the song itself. Looking at the lyrics, and it's very inspirational, right? So that's something to look at for a lot of people. That's what a lot of these albums can relate to a lot of people's lives, right? Save them from, do something scary that could impact their lives or got into tough times. And it's all about the message, right? That's what it's all about. So Killswitch, they're par on the message and on the lyrics, and just they're fantastic. Now let's move on more towards a death metal style. Again, if you're a fan of Pantera, maybe you're a fan of Philosemos, for sure. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and dial in here on this kick-ass record. And let me make sure I have the right record on here so I can share with you guys here. They dropped a new record, little band called Scour. Scour, Scour. Depends on how you want to say it. It's maybe in my Chicago accent. Hopefully, I'll try not to screw it up. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the brand spanking new album I just got released. Gold, the latest release album. And let me come back here to you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys here really quick here. Same thing on Spotify. I'm not going to play the album because of copyrights. But I'm going to show you guys the set list, what the album looks like. Again, if you're a fan of extreme metal, death metal, you're a fan of Philosemos from Pantera, but you love the extreme metal fun fill. This is up your alley. All right. 2025 new album, 13 songs total. Cross, number 1. Blades, number 2. Emphorism, Ornaments. Number 5, Coin. 6, Evil. Number 7, Devil. 8, Contaminated. Number 9, Hell. Man, this sounds like a Philosemos project right here. Number 10, Invoke. Number 11, Gold. 12, Angels. And 13, Serve. And as I mentioned, came out right there. You see February 21st of 2025. Man, Cross, man. Talk about an opening track. I mean, yeah, man. If you love extreme metal, as I keep repeating myself here numerous times, and you love Philosemos, you put them together. Obviously, you see me wearing a Pantera shirt right now, but man, this is right up your alley. And by the way, they're going to be at the Milwaukee Metal Fest coming up in May. So I believe they're playing on a Saturday because I know Phil is playing with Down on Friday, and I think Scour is going to play on Saturday with Black Label Society. So man, that's going to go hard. Oh man, this is fantastic. Great album. And if I can give you a track, man, Ornaments, great track. Devil and Contaminated. I mean, this whole album, again, song after song after song, just straight up piss off. If you're listening in your car, it's most likely you're going to rip your damn steering wheel off your damn car. Punch a window. Don't do it, but I highly recommend you maybe crank this up in the office, right? Maybe you work in a downtown office. You work in a cubicle. And you're playing some music. So you got some jack off playing some T Swift or some gangsta rap. Slap this album on. Start a pit, man. Start a pit in the office. This is the perfect album to play at your family reunion at a local park, right? Starting up the grill, break out the ribs, crank some Scour. Oh yeah, yes. So great album. If you're a fan of stream metal, maybe you're a fan of Phil Semmels from Pantera. You put 2 and 2, you get this just kick ass record, kick ass. So buy the physical record or stream it, however you want to do it, and start a circle pit because I said so. Damn it! All right, so we got that piece of business out of the way. Now, can I come back to me here? We're gonna do some little bit more of the singles, and I guess let's see here. Okay, so the next one's gonna be more of an album coming out pretty soon, as I mentioned, and this band I met them at Milwaukee Metal Fest. One of my favorite bands of all time. You can agree with me or disagree me, and I got a big photo of their giant poster. I saw them at one of my favorite venues here in the Chicagoland area, the Forge de Joliet. I got a chance to see them playing 3 hours of just them, no opening act. And they're fantastic. Seeing them in Milwaukee Metal Fest back in 2023 playing a short set, I'm like, fuck, man, you need another 2 hours to see these guys. And I'm talking about one of my favorite bands of all time, Machine Head. Yes, they're going to be going on tour this spring, dipshit. They're going to be touring with who they're playing with, Lacuna Coil, another ass-kicking band, Unearth. They're going to be going down this spring. I think In Flames is playing out, right? I could be wrong. Anyway, they're going to be hitting on the road this spring, April, May. Of course, I'm going to show you. I know they have the tracking list out there of the new album, but they only released one song off the new album. And it's coming out. Let's see. Yes, they released a single February 18th. On here. So let me check my apples really quick here. Check my Apple Machine Head here. I just want to verify with you guys really quick here when the new album's going to come out. By the way, the new album's going to be called On a Tainod. Let me see if it's on here on Spotify. Yes, right there. On a Tainod. Maybe I'm saying the wrong. Maybe it's wrong. Somebody correct me. I know the grammar police is out there watching, but it's coming out April 25th, so that's next month. And we got 10 tracks on this new album from Machine Head that's coming out. But so far, they gave us a little taste, a little taste called Unbound. Fantastic productions. You're just old school. I'm a little bit of old school Machine Head in it. You also have a more modernized Machine Head with the current lineup as well. And it's just hard, heavy, melodic, just soul. I mean, just everything you could think. I mean, if you like the last album from Machine Head, which was of Kingdom and Crowns, that was probably one of my favorite records in the past. I don't know. Let's see. You got Kath Reese's Bloodstones and Diamonds. So, there are also solid albums. Unto the Locust, that was a classic Machine Head. But the last one of Kingdom and Crowns, which came out in 2022, that album just fucking destroys top to bottom. Kill thy enemies. Kill. Just chuggy riffs. Anyway, that was that album, and that album rips. I talked to so many fans. I talked to Milwaukee Metal fans who are a big fan of this album, and I agree 1,000%. This album shreds, and I'm curious to see how they're gonna top that album with this new record. So far, this single Unbound, man, it's a banger, absolutely a banger, and highly recommend it, man. Again, you're a fan of metal, you're a fan of a little bit of thrash, you like a heavy, melodic and heavy. This single, Unbound, fantastic. Highly recommend it, and go check it out, man. You will not be disappointed. If you're a fan of Machine Head, you're going to love this album or this single as well. But the album's going to come out April 25th. But this single is a complete banger. So since we're on here, we got the Machine Head Unbound. This band's currently on tour right now. They came through Chicago actually last night as I'm recording this. They played at the United Center, not Disney hits. Disturbed. Yes, they're currently on tour with their Down with the Sickness anniversary. But they also released a single, right? They released a new single that just came out. Let me see if I can search it up here. If they come up here really quick here. Singles and EPs. I Will Not Break. That got released on February 21st, 2025. Man, just old school with a modern twist. You know what I'm saying? Disturb, I Will Not Break has a old school Disturb, hard-hitting, Dan Donegan's just chugging riffs, slamming mics, drums, John Moyer's bass, and come on, David Drainman, just hitting top-notch. Your traditional hard-hitting Disturb with a little bit of the modern production. And you put all those pieces together, you put out a great single. Now, I'm not sure they're going to come out with a new album in the near future, but they release a new single, and it's hard-hitting. So if you love a hard-hitting Disturb song, this is it right there, man. This is up your alley. You will not be disappointed. And I Will Not Break is fantastic, man. Just, again, it makes you want to break shit in your office, break shit in your car, break shit in your basement. Do whatever you want. Go outside and climb a tree and jump off of it. This song will definitely destroys. So if you're a fan of Disturb, you're a fan of their just classic hard-hitting Disturb, but you love the modern twists, this is right up your alley. And last but not least, again, we know we got a lot of stuff here. We got some Volbeat that got released, some new music. We got Ghost, got new music. A lot of albums I haven't talked from January and February. Architects, new Tremonti. There's a lot of new stuff out there. We're going to try to cover here on the YouTube. So this is part one of just many kick-ass singles, EPs, and albums out there. Last but not least, everyone's favorite, Zakk Wylde and his boys and Black Label Society. I've seen these guys numerous times. I met Zakk in the past. I met JD. Fantastic guys. And you can see right there on the front cover of Spotify, Lord Humongous. Man. Obviously, The Gallows is fantastic. That came out a while back. But Lord Humongous. Man, this gives me, 1919 Eternal? Like early days, like early 2000s, late 90s Black Label sound. It's hard. It's heavy. It's chuggy. It's groovy. Zakk solos is just fucking fantastic. Just makes you want to sing along with a solo. Man, it is chuggy as fuck. Lord Humongous, man, it is. I haven't seen the music video, which I heard is great. But, man, that is a shredding, heavy Black Label song you will not be disappointed with. And I highly Black Label Society. Maybe you're a fan of Doom, like old school Corrosion Conformity, those type of bands. Man, this is right up your alley. Lord Humongous. Man, this makes you want to fucking swing your hair around, push some people on the fucking sidewalk, and then pick them back up and love them. Man, this is a great singles. Lord Humongous, man. The bass on there from JD. Just shredding chug. I can't repeat myself so many times because it's a fantastic single. Check it out. Lord Humongous for BLS, Black Label Society. All right, that is it, man. I hope you guys learned something. Maybe you knew about it, and I'm just wasting your time. But, man, if you enjoy these singles or albums, drop it on the comment section down below. Ass-kicking albums, records, and, man, I'm excited, man. As a rock and metal fan, I'm excited for new music, excited for new tours and festivals. listen to the podcast as always. And maybe I'll drop one on there talking about Louder Than Life. Aftershock, dropping the lineup for both festivals as well. Of course, I'll be down in Louder Than Life on that Friday for Avenged Sevenfold. But I try to make it on there. Hopefully, I'm going to try to make it on there for Friday. Fucking Slayer. Lamb of God, Exodus is on the bill. Singla Sugabog, Lona Shore's on the show. So it's going to be a loaded weekend down in Louder Than Life. So, man, it's going to be a loaded weekend down there. But that's then. And this is now, and plenty albums. So stay tuned for part 2. We're going to talk about the new Ghost single, the Volbeat single. A lot of music out there. So, man, it's great to be a rock and metal fan, of course. Support the bands out there. Go check out the tours, buy their merch, buy their vinyls, records, buy their cassettes. If you still have a track somewhere around your house or, plugged in your vehicle. All right, that's it, my friends. Until next time, be safe out there. Horns up, stay heavy, and I'll talk to you guys next time.